This is Matt Ferrin, 2 Boxing. Delighted to have finally caught up with Mr. Johnny Nelson. Johnny, your name were bandied about quite a bit yesterday, and from me, I'll admit it. I did pose the question to Anthony Joshua yesterday and say, what do you make of Johnny's comments? He says that there's a feeling that if you lost this fight that you may walk away. His response to that was that he's probably saying that because of the magnitude of the fight and how big this fight is, and maybe the repercussions of if I didn't. But obviously that was felt differently in other certain circles, and obviously Eddie Hearn had something to say about it. So just to address your comments and what you made about that, explain.
So with AJ, remember, you dropped this on him, he's not even seen the interview. And usually with the headlines of this, you know, people are picking lines out.
I know what you meant, and I told you how you meant.
People are picking lines out and running with the line. It's clickbait. But most things I say, you know, if it works for you guys, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, most things I say, I will stand in front of anybody and give my argument to back up my opinion. I'm not saying most things to just to get the headlines. That's not me. Yeah. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. I think so. AJ, I'm quite sure he'll look at this. I'll look at it afterwards or whatever. I think with Eddie, of course, he's very passionate about this fight and he wants just positivity. And if the same question was asked to Anthony Joshua said, I'm not even entertaining that question. But we're here to talk, to answer questions. That's why Eddie will stand there for hours and hours and talk to everybody. You know, you can't answer questions you don't want to answer. You can't pick and choose. So in that, I gave my opinion. So I'm quite sure when people actually look at the interview, they say, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah. I don't mind at all. I'm speaking from an experienced former world champion, a guy that's gone in the ring, the guys that's done it, a guy that's had a certain mindset. That would have been my mindset. Yeah. And I'm thinking that's AJ's mindset if that was the case. Not at one point did I say Anthony Joshua would retire if he loses. Not at one point.
I'm going to say, and I was quite clear when I said that, he said there's a feeling that if it doesn't go your way, you would walk away. What did you make of that? Because it's not like you're saying he'll jack in, you're just saying he will walk away.
I'm sure he'll do his due diligence afterwards. So at this moment in time, that is the last thing he should be thinking about this week. For Eddie, that is the last thing he should be thinking about this week. But I understand, you know, if you want somebody to talk about, there's something to talk about. But everybody's going to ask me about that same question. And my question is, just look at it. My answer is, look at the interview. And hear what I'm saying, and hear where I'm coming from. I think, in regards to Usyk, what's said with Usyk? Usyk was in the Super Series.
Are we referring to this average southpaw thing now? Is that what you're bringing up?
Not that. In regards to, in regards to Usyk. So with Usyk, I'm talking about the southpaw style. That style of southpaw. You look at people like Pernell Whitaker, Naz, Pacquiao. These southpaws that were absolute nightmares. You want to drown them at birth. You know, whereas Usyk is a very good, outstanding fighter, but as a southpaw compared to outstanding southpaws, he's average. So I'm not saying this guy's a good fighter, I'm saying this guy's a brilliant fighter, but as a southpaw, if you're looking at southpaw style, so there's a devil in the detail, you listen to what I'm saying. And then I was asked, would you beat Usyk? Yes, I believe I would have done in my day. I'm not saying...
You're not going to say, though, oh yeah, he'd have battered me, are you, though?
I'm not going to say, now, I'll beat Usyk now. But he's been given that scenario as it's here and now. I'm old enough to be the guy's dad. But that's how it is. So I get that. But what I'm saying is, we aren't here for this. We're here for AJ Usyk. Yeah. And I understand, you know what, if he sets the cat amongst the pigeons, cool. But I think Eddie is probably... He's under a lot of pressure, and so therefore he's got a show to put on. He's got people to deal with here. So the last thing he needs is something that he thinks is working against him. And I ain't working against him. I think the Sky crew and the Matchroom crew get on pretty well. It's the office people that don't work for. So we're cool.
I think the only thing that struck me was there was this phrase "company man," and I think he was referencing that because I think he thinks that whilst Matchroom were with Sky, I think he saw you as quite pro Anthony Joshua, and when he sees these comments, he probably correlates that with them moving ship. But in that time, he has been beaten by Usyk, so you're probably referencing it off that. So explain when he says "company man," why is that sort of label been branded with you?
I don't know because I don't run with the sheep. You know, if everybody's saying something because it's the thing to say, I'll say exactly what I think. And if it doesn't fit the narrative, that's my opinion. So him saying company man, which makes me smile because for one bit I was his company man apparently. So now I'm Sky's company man. So because I'm not saying what people want to hear, I'm a company man. I'm saying what I've got experience. You know, I have every right to have an opinion different from a promoter who's never boxed, from a TV company who have never boxed, from most members of the public that have never boxed. And and it doesn't browbeat me or pressure me to say what people want to hear. I don't have to do that. You just tell the truth. Because like it or not, whatever I say, as long as it's from the heart and it's true and I can explain it to you, people respect it. Eventually respect it. They might say Nelson's a toss, but whatever. I don't chuckle about it. I don't take it personal because I don't know him personally. But what I'm saying to you is, I can handle that. Most people can't handle that or don't know how to handle that. And so with that, I just smile when Eddie says, I'm like, Eddie, what? A company man? Someone needs to pay me then. But in regards to this thing about, you know, the move with AJ from Sky to the Zone. So how do you explain that when you talk about the likes of Conor Benn, who I'm a massive fan of, who's with another company, who I always big up every time I get the chance to. How to explain that about other members, fighters that fight for Matchroom and DAZN, that I big up and shout out, that are not from the apparent same company. How do you explain that? I just think emotions got the better of it. That's all. And
it's because it's the here and now as well.
It's the here and now, so I get that. But Eddie, if you're watching, if I've upset you, I'm sorry.
That was from the heart, wasn't it? That? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying to you is, come on, man. There's more serious things at hand here. It's a big fight this weekend, and the Brit, as in Anthony Joshua, has got a big task on his hands. Not an impossible task.
No.
And I get that, and I see that. And people are forgetting what this young man has done in the short space of time he's been a professional fighter, and are not giving him credit where it's due, and not realising when or if AJ pulls this win off, this is the biggest win in his whole career, and for any British fighter. Because if you look at the pedigree of Usyk, what he does as an amateur and a professional, you got to think, wow, you know what, you did well there, son. And AJ knows that.
Well, let's leave this at this. Give me your final prediction. Saturday night's coming. I know we've got to see these guys. Usyk looks quite big, but
my prediction is this: Usyk weighs in very close to the same weight as AJ. The fight doesn't go the distance.
Either way.
It don't go the distance either way. Someone's getting stopped. I'm going to listen to my heart as well as a piece of my head. I'm going to side with Anthony Joshua, but I understand it's a tough ask.
Music to Eddie's ears, that, I think.
Oh, damn it. Okay, can we rub that out? Yeah, but that's just how it is. I hope AJ pulls it off. I really do, because as a Brit, you like to see the success grow from home.
Absolutely. Look, Johnny Nelson, I know you've done a lot of interviews. Thanks for giving me some of your time as always, and we'll catch up again.
Anytime, G.
Thank you.